Hello, I'm Megan Zuccaro and welcome to our program. We're here to talk to you today about your credit and a revolutionary software product, Capital Credit XP, designed specifically to help improve your credit score. I'm joined by Trent T. Daniel, co-creator of Capital Credit XP, a personal credit improvement software package. Mr. Daniel has over 15 years of experience helping everyday individuals just like yourself improve their credit score and take control using a system that helps with education, understanding, and application. Welcome to the program, Trent.
It's great to be here with you today.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on in America with credit and credit reporting.
Well, let's talk about credit first, okay? Credit is a system of you getting things that you need without paying upfront money for it, okay? Now, what I would use to make a determination as to whether I'm going to give you credit or not is a credit report, which I would get from the credit reporting agency. Now, in all that, there's a big problem that has shown up, and that problem is that most consumers do not understand credit and credit reporting. The credit bureaus or the credit agencies have rules and regulations and scoring models in order to assign a Beacon or a FICO score to you that they really don't apply to everyday life. What I mean by that, one of those rules is that if you get a certain number of inquiries on your credit report over the course of a year, that will lower your credit score. Well, when you're in a situation of where we get our credit pulled for everything, I mean, we apply for a job, they're pulling our credit. We buy a house, they pull our credit. We buy a car, we get insurance. So every time you turn around, somebody's needing to pull your credit report, okay? So you have a situation where the consumers are not educated and the credit bureaus really don't address the true needs or reality of life in America, and that causes a major problem in credit reporting.
How accurate are the credit bureaus? I mean, your credit reports are 15, 20 pages long. Are they usually always accurate?
Well, to say they are not accurate, you know, no one really knows. I mean, some are very accurate, some are totally inaccurate. The problem is you've got a lot of information being exchanged back and forth and reported to your credit report. And what we found in most credit reports, there are some inaccuracies, okay? Now, those inaccuracies could be even positive information that shouldn't be there. But they are relatively accurate, but what we encourage consumers to do is that you need to understand what's on your credit report. You need to see your credit reports, and you need to know how to work with your credit report if you do have a negative situation.
You know, you keep talking about that understanding. It's just like anything. What you don't know, you don't know. And so the bottom line is that Capital Credit XP is an educational product that would help me understand my 20 pages of credit report.
If you understand how the system works, and you understand how it applies to you, and you understand how to navigate through the system, you've already won the game. Now, we can't tell you that by using this software product, you're going to increase your score 15 or 100 or 200 points. We can't tell you that because you just never know. But the concept is that there is a system out there, and it's laid out in federal law for an everyday consumer to use in order to attempt to improve their credit reports. Capital Credit XP was written and developed specifically to, first of all, educate the consumer. Second of all, give them a set of tools that they can use in order to work on improving their credit.
I guess one of my biggest questions is how do I avoid having my credit pulled so much?
Well, you can't avoid having your credit pulled because if you want to buy a car, someone's going to pull your credit. If you want to buy a house, someone's going to pull your credit. But you can avoid having it pulled when it doesn't necessarily paint the picture that you want painted, okay? If you've got some collections or some late pays or some things that are negative on your credit report, you should first of all make the effort and to remove that information, okay? Now, you can do that one of two ways. You can go out there and hire a credit repair agency, and we can talk about that a little bit later on, or you can attempt to take it on yourself, which is actually what the Federal Trade Commission recommends, is that you work on improving your own credit. So once you begin the process of improving your own credit, it is quite possible that you can get some or all of that negative information off of your credit report, so when your report is pulled, you're not wasting your time and effort because you can most likely get approved for whatever it is that you're trying to get.
Well, and hold that thought, because when we come back, we're going to talk specifically about how Capital Credit XP will personally help with your understanding and knowledge of your credit report.